Good morning, welcome to Rise Up. I'm Alia Halal.
Good morning, welcome to Rise Up. I'm Irfan Alamgir.
And we're joined here today with a member of Hadil Elkhouly's team.
Yes.
And that is Sister Laure from Belgium. How are you doing, Laure?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you for joining us. We're excited to talk to you today. Usually we have Hadil here.
Yes. And we were just talking before we went live, we were talking to Laura about her being an addition to the team, and it's such a dream team that Abu Sadiq has assembled. And we were just asking Laura about how she's settling into this team, and it's a big job profile now in the community with so much going on. So how have you been finding it working with the team under Hadil?
I'm really grateful first, and I really appreciate this work. I think it's really important to see what's going on around, and yeah, I think that before doing that work, I didn't imagine that there were so many people that could be persecuted just because they have other belief, and so yeah, so. For me, it's something that is really important. It's important that we speak about them.
So you're passionate about speaking up for people's rights, and we noticed that even before you came here, before you joined the community, Sister Laure was very active in protests and standing up for other believers in different countries and making some noise about the injustices that you were seeing happening in countries like Azerbaijan and Jordan. It really affected you, and subhanAllah, you entered the community, and this is your full-time job now. You just are working on campaigning for the rights of other people.
Yes. Yeah, so yeah, basically the work that we do, when there's case of persecution, we start looking per country for the article, the news that speak about the persecution of our member, and also the human rights organization that spoke about us. And so, like the U.S. Department of State, the U.S. Commission for the Religious Freedom, and yeah, I think that now slowly by slowly there's more organization that come and join and speak about us, and yeah.
That's right. We are seeing this list grow and grow, aren't we? Every time something happens, we hear a new organization is joining the team of organizations that want to speak up for our members.
Yes, our CV is growing very rapidly, and we have this amazing, and it's such an amazing cause, because on Rise Up, Laura, we've been covering frequently and regularly these news stories about people risking their lives, everything, their families, their children, in order to find a better life elsewhere on planet Earth, the same Earth that we all share. But within a few miles distance, the quality of life has such stark comparisons that people are willing to make this life-threatening leap to get to safety. And it is heartbreaking. You see the news, you see the stories, you see the images of people drowning, you see the images of people starving to death, but they will risk it all to get to the safe side. And this is the problem that we have in a big way, and this is why Abu Sadiq came up with the concept of refugee land, of course. And I thought, subhanAllah, this is going to launch a new movement, a new global initiative under the flag and the banner of the allegiances to God, and this is where you come in. So it's really amazing to see now the team growing with how many members are now working like around the clock on this particular subject.
Oh, we had 3. So there's Sister Hadil, and there's the Sister Seha and me, and yeah, I'm learning a lot by working with both of them, especially Hadil, and yeah, because when she stands in front of people to speak about the human right, it's like there's the words of Abu Sadiq that speaks through her, and yeah, this work is really beautiful because those brothers and sisters, they go in the streets, they show their support to Abu Sadiq, to this call, and then it's from what I see, it doesn't matter that we are many to do it. Just the fact that we are behind them and we are giving them support, it's helping them also to go in the streets and to just rise up. So
yeah, it does help, right, to know that people are behind you and supporting your cause. And I think that it's so important, Laure, as someone who's coming from Belgium, you grew up in the West, and we're seeing that most of these injustices are taking place in the East, unfortunately. They're taking place in countries that are a bit more extreme in their stances towards, especially and particularly, this call. We're seeing countries like Iran, countries like Iraq. We're finding that there is a lot of hatred towards the call from places like Malaysia. I'd love to hear from you, as someone who's grown up in a country like Belgium. How important is it to rise up for our rights and actually speak out? Why is it good when the Ansar actually stand up and say, hey, we need to do something about what's happened, and they go on the streets and they protest peacefully?
Can you repeat the question?
So it's really important to go out to you. You've
Yes.
said before that you've done that many times, and we've seen you doing that. What is it that motivated you to do it, and why should Ansar be doing this?
Because for example, in Belgium, you can go in the streets, you can manifest, you have that human rights that is protected, but in other countries it's not the case. And so we are all together involved in this, and because we have this freedom, then we have to use it. And
Exactly.
We take it for granted, don't we, here in the West, because we grew up in Belgium, we grew up in England, and we grow up with this idea thinking that we can walk around the streets, we can preach our faith, we can do whatever we want to do, and this is just the way things are. But in other countries, these things will get you beheaded. In other countries, these things will get you locked up. And I think that the work of your department is literally like that scene. Have you seen the movie Titanic, where people are drowning, right? And there are people, and then there are these boats that have like 6 people on them, where they can hold 60. And there are other people drowning around you, and some of the boats didn't want to go and save people because they thought, well, everybody's going to jump on board and then the whole thing is going to go down. But this is the wrong mentality. This is exactly why the world is in the current plight that it's in. And I see you guys, you, Hadil and Seha, and I think I'm very excited about this because Abba Sadiq himself handpicked this team because he saw a passion, a fire for this particular a human rights issue that is happening in the world, to be able to now implement his plan in the future. So a big congratulations for that. And I see you as those people in the boats that are willing to go into those darker areas where people are drowning in the cold water, and you being that hand that they hold on to as you bring them aboard the Ark of Salvation in safety. So it really is a big responsibility, and I'm sure you're going to shine, and we look forward to seeing you, Seha and Hadil, working in concert to make this next stage, this next leap forward into the refugee land project of Abba Sadiq. So big congratulations on that.
Congratulations, Laure. And thank you. Thank you for joining us today. So that was Sister Laure explaining what it means to basically stand up for the rights of our persecuted members, our brothers and sisters. And this human rights work that is taking place here is no small matter. It's something that's reaching the highest places, and it will continue to do so, inshallah, with the efforts of our dear Sister Laure, Hadil and Seha.
Yeah, and we look forward to having you back on, and I'll talk some more. It's really important. It can't just be Hadil now. It has to be you and Seha too.
Yes, we look forward to that. And we're going to go to a short break. Stay tuned and we will be right back.